Comment: calm, no grimace, steady gait. William S. Davenport is a 62-year-old male. He is on dialysis, but was unable to get dialysis 2 days ago. Last dialysis was 12/11. Date of surgery: patient says
March
he feels
17,
terrible.
2023.
Has body
Pre-op
diagnosis: shortness of breath, coronary
dizziness,
artery generalized weakness,
2.
diabetes mellitus, has some
3.
chest pressure,
hypertension,
has subjective
4.
fever and
end-stage
renal
no
disease
cough,
on
makes a little
hemodialysis,
urine,
has some
operation,
pain with urination,
coronary artery
patient
bypass,
hasn't taken any
grafting
medication
X3
with
within a
left
week.
internal
He
mammary
went to a
artery
Kaiser
to
clinic
left
and was told
anterior
hypersensitive
descending
CKD.
artery.
Patients with
ESRD
ESRD
on
in
dialysis
November
for a
descending
descending
artery,
elevated
diagonal
troponin
suicide
adult
attempt.
obstructive
It was intubated
in the
in
hospital for
coronary
each
artery
day like
disease.
this is the
No
last day
longer
of
suicidal.
HTN
Medication
is a natural part of
ESRD
25 milligrams.
It is
is
the
a process by which a living
coronary
transition
folic
from
acid
deficiency shortness of
while
breath
the concept
may
diagram
be
twice a
slightly
day
unsettling.
William
S.
S.
Davenport
is a
daily
62-year-old male
that
that
has
has been
following daily
constipated
lexoprosis,
milligrams
daily
hydralazine
dyslipidemia,
25
chronic
milligrams twice a
diastolic
day,
dysfunction,
metoprolol 25
coronary artery disease, status post-PCI at RCA on June 22, 2022, history of MI, atherosclerosis of aorta, diabetes mellitus.
Being sick is so much about a state of mind. I don't mean that you're faking it, but after all these years, I have determined that if I think about the sickness, about the pain, it tends to be worse. If I try to make goals and keep as active as possible, there's a difference. Although sometimes just the process of recovering from dialysis can be difficult. You would think you'd get accustomed to it, which you do, but it just hits you and you have no energy. Can you will yourself out of sickness? Think about what you want to live for. For me, it's my creativity, the things I want to do, the things I want to create, the things I want to make. I was in the hospital sharing a room with someone, and he had a condition on his legs which made it difficult for him to walk. Also, he had some other conditions. He kept repeating that he wanted to die, that he wanted to go to hospice care. The doctors and nurses told him that he wasn't a candidate for hospice care. In most cases, you can choose hospice care when your doctor believes that you have no more than 6 months to live. Clearly, he was not at that stage of illness, but his mind was willing him to die. I'm not sure whatever happened to him. In the hospital, what you do basically is spend all your time in bed. Once in a while, they take you out for a walk. You might see a physical therapist where you walk up and down some steps, but generally it's pretty sedentary. Don't lie in the bed. It can be the bed that kills you. The room, you're always in this room. You're looking around and looking around. This is the room, the machines. There's all these machines beeping. There's nothing in this room, really. You're here for days, maybe, in this room. I never thought that my insides looked like this. I find these images to be strange and mystical, and at times I see other things in them. An ultrasound scan uses high-frequency sound waves to make an image of a person's internal structures. I'm in excruciating pain. It's been about 4 or 5 hours of this pain, getting worse and worse and worse. I just called the nurse to come in. I mean, she did give me pain meds about a half hour ago, so I'm waiting for those to kick in maybe. When you go to the doctor or to the hospital, they ask you if you are in pain and then to rate the pain. So basically from too mild to moderate to severe. But honestly, can pain really be measured that way? It's a negotiable experience. My pain tends to go from moderate to severe and then migrates back and forth. Also, it depends on what you're doing. But generally, when they ask me, how's your pain? I usually, even if the pain is not that bad, I tell them 7 or 8. Otherwise, you get under-medicated and the pain will come back. It always does. Who understands our bodies? Doctors don't. We are a nation of healthy and sick, but more so, we are a nation of the sick. And during these 5 years, definitely had periods where I've succumbed to the illness and I just wanted to die. I was pretty much dead, pretty much gone, but I came back. By coming back, I realized that I had things that I wanted to live for. And by having things to live for, that makes a huge difference. I don't want to leave this earth yet. I'm not going to give up. But I had to get to that point 5 years later. You're so medicated. You can't think, you can't do much. But then you have to keep adjusting your meds. But you also have to learn to live with pain. I would rather live with pain and have a clear mind in a certain way. I never even thought about it, but I didn't even know where my kidneys were before. Then when I got the disease, I realized, wow, how important they are.